Well, hello there, folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. New week, new video, another brand new video. Here on the bar today, we have some brand new whiskey, hot off the shelves. The brand new 10-year-old cask strength release from the Glenallachie distillery up there on Speyside. 58.6% ABV, so it's a whopper. Non-chill filter, natural colour. I've done them all, guys, as you can see just above. I'm a massive Glenallachie fan. I have all the batch, right up to batch 10. I've got multiple bottles, and I have reviewed most of them on the channel. So I will try and pop links as we go through the video, if you want to go back and check out some of them reviews. So the brand new whiskey, brand new Glenallachie 10. Is it any good, guys? Is it changing? It's batch variant whiskey, so what does that mean? Hopefully I'm going to try and touch on that today. So I'm going to have a quick nose, quick taste, give it a score, and then I'm going to maybe talk a wee bit about this particular range of whiskies in general. So there's something I feel I want to kind of maybe get off my chest as regards with these Glenallachie 10s. So let me just nose it. I've had it covered up as usual for the last half hour, guys. Whiskey Friend coins on there. Wow. So the nose, you know right away it's sherry. If you're a sherry fan, then it's big and bold and sherried. If you're not a sherry fan, then please, if you're able to hang on, maybe hopefully we can try and convince you a little bit. But yeah, guys, it's sherried. It's intense on the nose. It's a little bit nippy. It's 58.6% ABV. Has a nice floral nose, a little bit of fragrant going on, but it's big sherry. So the big sherry, spicy sherry's going on there. But once you get past that, it's honeyed. There's a nice orangey note going on, a little bit of toffee, maybe a little bit of treacle. But it's one of the big notes that jumps out is it's spicier. I think it's spicier than some of the others that I've done in the past. Some fig. Dried fruit, a little bit of fig, some red fruit, berry fruit. Wow. And then there's maybe some orchard fruit, stewed fruit, poached fruit. But yeah, lovely nose. Sherried, big sherry bomb. Some spice, a little bit of oaky, spicy oak maybe going on as well. But it's fragrant, it's floral, it's lovely. It's a nice, typical Glenallachie 10 nose. But let's see how it tastes, guys. 58.6% ABV. Wish me luck. Down the hatch, folks. Responsibly, of course. Okay, it's big, it's powerful, it's punchy. Colour-wise, it's that real nice, rich mahogany colour. A little bit of dark amber going on. Not quite Jurassic Park, but it's nice. Lovely legs on there, big, thick, slow. Some are running down, some are quite slow. Nice, thick bulbs on them. Nice. So the whiskey, punchy arrival, spicy arrival. Not as hot as batch 9. Batch hot was far too hot an arrival for me. This is settled back down a wee bit more, considering this is batch 9 was 58.1%, this is 58.6%, so it just shows you how hot things can be on arrival. Intense, powerful, punchy. It's sweet and spicy. Sweet spice. Nice oak spice going on there on arrival. Lots of bacon spices. Definitely cinnamon. And then the honey comes through, the honey, the orange. It's almost marmalade-y, it's sticky, jammy almost. A little bit nutty. Some nice chocolate notes coming through. Just another quick sip. Well, that second sip is it's getting nicer to sip as you go through it. Wow. Okay. Heading towards the finish, the chocolates, the chocolate, a little bit of fig, definitely spicy throughout. So it's a spicy whiskey. It's spicier than some of the other ones I remember. Nutty, hazelnut, walnut. That's typical. The honey's typical. The treacle note is typical. It's definitely spicier. So, and the dark chocolate's coming in there. So, bit of red fruit, bit of berry fruit, all those usual things are there. I think that's coming from the red wine. Yeah, the maturation of this, guys, I forgot to mention at the beginning, is typical. I think 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 have all been the same. I think they're matured in Oloroso, PX, a little bit of toasted, medium toasted, American oak, charred oak, medium char, and that little bit of red wine barrique tossed into the mix. So I think the last maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 have all been the same sort of maturations. Obviously, there's a cask influence here, so that's what the difference is going to be, is the cask. Whether Billy tweaks the amount of PX and Oloroso and all that kind of stuff, then it's different. Yeah, it's definitely fragrant on the nose. It reminds me of batch 5 on the nose. I think the last couple have reminded me of batch 5. Batch 6 and 7 got a little bit different, a little bit heavier, a little bit dirtier. This has gone back to being nice and sweet, which I like those sweet noses. Finish. It's medium long. It's nutty, it's chocolatey, it's spicy. A little bit of wood spice in there as well on the finish. So all in all, guys, yes, it's a nice whiskey. Here's my gripe, and I hope it doesn't turn into a rant. I've tried to think this through before I sit down and discuss it with you. But yes, as you know, guys, I'm a fan. I've picked up all the batch 10s. I've picked up, in fact, I'm a GlenAllachie fan. Massive GlenAllachie fan. I'm a big sherry fan. Why wouldn't I buy this? Here we go back. So we go back to batch 3, 4, 5. They were like gold dust. You had to fight your way through to pick them up. Everywhere you could get one, you were lucky enough to get one. Then I think probably since 6, it eased off a little bit. I don't know whether people were collecting them, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s. Whether that changed around batch 6, I don't know what happened, but 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't know whether it's the maturation change, whether it's... I have no idea. But something has happened, because I've went on just prior to recording today, and this is predominantly in the UK, I've checked some websites in the UK. If I want to pick up batch 7 today, I can pick up batch 7. If I want to pick up batch 8, I can get batch 8. I can definitely get batch 9. And there's plenty of this around. I think if I looked on one of the big online retailers, I could buy a case of it. No problem whatsoever. So something's happened with the batch. Whether Billy's producing lots more of it, or the other toss of the coin is people who normally buy this switching off to it. So when I think I opened batch 9, I think I was a wee bit disappointed when I opened batch 9. Glad to say it's got better. But if you're a GlenAllachie fan, then you'll buy these, you'll continue to buy them. And you might feel not let down and not disappointed, but you might just feel that they're not moving on. So if you look at them from batch variant, you'd like to see something a little bit different. Yes, there's tiny little tweaks here, but if you sipped on it, you could miss them. That's how, in my opinion, that's how close they are to each other. Batch 8, batch 7, 8, 9, 10. I think if I did all of them blind, I'd never be able to split which one was which. Whereas when I think if I did the Bunnahabhain 12 cask strengths, every one of them is so different. They have that little core of characteristics of Bunnahabhain characteristics. Don't get me wrong, so does the GlenAllachie, but I think with the Bunna 12 cask strength, for instance, I think the batches seem to have enough to think that they're completely different whiskies. So from that point of view, I think, are they pretty much the same? Guys, dive into the comments, let me know. Are you a fan of the GlenAllachie cask strength? Have you been buying them all? Have you been feeling a little bit, maybe not necessarily let down, but you don't feel that it's that it's moving. Am I talking rubbish? Dive in, let me know. If here's the other hand though, if you'd never tried any of the other Glenallachie 10s cash threads, and you bought this one for the first time, then I'm pretty sure you'll love it. You'll get all that big cash strength, intensity. You'll get all that beautiful, rich, dark red fruit, dried fruit, nutty, toffee, treacly notes. You'll probably love all that. That big, bold finish. It's relatively complex. It's relatively, it's great whiskey. But what the point I'm trying to make is, if you've been doing them all as they go along, maybe they're not giving you, And at the same time, I think when I first started picking them up, they were around about the £50 mark. They're now hitting the £70 mark. So it feels like they're getting more expensive every time. And I'm not going to dive into the ins and outs of why prices are going up, because it's just the same for everything. But yes, it's the quality of whiskey, and I'm pretty sure it's still the same quality of whiskey, but we're paying more money for it. So, yes, guys, dive in. Are you enjoying the batch 10 this time? Have you preferred previous batches? What's your favourite batch? Dive in, let me know. What was the difference for you? What did you enjoy more about it? All I've got to do, guys, is score this one, get myself going. So score-wise, I think, initially I've been scoring some of these at 94s, 93s. I think last year's one I scored at 89, so the scores have been dropping back. But if I was to compare this one to the batch 9, then I think I've engaged a wee bit better with that. So I'm going to score this one a 90 out of 100. So still good whiskey. I'm just feeling it's not moving on. There's lots of it around out there, which is great. So nobody's collecting it, nobody's hoarding it, nobody's sticking it away and saving it for a rainy day. Well, I've saved a few for a rainy day. But I'm glad to see that if you wanted to pick one of these up, it's really, really easy. You don't have to sit on computers for hours and hours trying to track one down, which is fantastic. So there's lots of it. Big props to Billy if he's making more of it. I'd like, if I had a wish list, I'd like to see maybe something different going on with the next Glenallachie 10 batch, maybe batch 11. They are coming out maybe a wee bit rapid for me. I don't know if they're coming out too quick as well. I think he must be doing about 2 a year now, but it looks a bit. So, guys, yes, 90 out of 100. Guys, if you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. It's still completely free. It's still helping the channel massively on its way. It doesn't cost you a penny. It's still helping the channel massively on its way to the magical 7K. We're getting close now, guys, so help me out, help an old man out. If you want to become a Patreon, I've got a nice, merry little bunch of Patreons, guys. All the links will be in the description. Dive down below, want to become a channel. I've got some channel memberships going on. Dive in, give me a shout. If you just like the content, then just continue to watch the content. If you feel you'd like to support, help buy some of the whiskey that's going on, then that would be much, much appreciated. But until next time, I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend, and as always, don't forget to send some great whiskey straight down the hatch. Cheers, folks.